Hi, friends. Welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you're having a wonderful night. My day today has not been so great, but I had a good cry. I had a good nap, had a good shower, and reminded myself that I have survived all of my bad days so far and will continue to do so. So, if you happen to know anyone on the black market that's looking to buy an arm and a leg or a kidney, let a girl know. Today was a very, very, very expensive day. Just kidding. Stay off the black market. But the video I had planned to make today, I just don't have in me to do. However, I did get something that I've ordered a little while ago in the mail for a future video, and I thought we could unpack it together. This is a mystery box of 30 earrings. They're supposed to be vintage. And I've mentioned before, I'm not looking for like any authentically, nothing, no real gems or metals or anything like that. I'm sure it's all going to be costume. And because I am in my 40s, when I think vintage, I think 70s, 60s, maybe even into the 50s before you start getting to like antique. But to most people nowadays, I think vintage would probably be like 90s and 80s. So we'll see what this eBay seller considers vintage. Either way, there's a time and a place for everything. As you can see, Houdini has joined us today. Max was up here, but he got down, so we'll see if anyone else joins us. Let's see if we can't open this. Just broke. That's how my day has gone. That's okay. Let me see if I can find some scissors and get into this. Okay, I got into it. I'm not sure what I was expecting. This is about the size I was thinking, though. For 30 pairs of earrings, they don't take up a lot of space. I have not put a whole lot of effort into thinking of how I want to do this. I think I'll put down a towel and we'll lay them out and see what we get. So I will see you back in a moment. I'm actually excited about this. Okay, so we have I think a decent setup here. This was mailed in a padded envelope, so there was not a ton of protection, but it arrived in what looks to be pretty good condition. So this is my first time buying from this seller on eBay. Obviously, this is not sponsored, but let's take a look at what's inside. I'm thinking this is probably my invoice. And we are in one go. Okay. Well, it is well packed. I don't have any scissors on here. Let's see. You may have to just tear into it like a Wolverine off camera. My goodness. There we go. Well. I think we're onto something now. fascinating. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. We got it, you guys. All right. So, let's see. Oh, yes. I definitely see some 80s. Maybe some earlier. Let's take a look, shall we? All right. And these are for pierced ears. I have pierced ears, but I've also taken earrings that are like clip-ons before and made them into pierced, but I didn't feel like messing with that necessarily right now. So first up, we have a pair of gold-toned hoop butterfly earrings. They're not what I would necessarily traditionally choose, but I actually really like them. You can see the butterfly bodies have a ribbed detailing, which is really nice. They're quite shiny. They're really pretty for the upcoming spring. I like these. You will be seeing these in videos for sure. And they come with, I don't know what a hook backing, I suppose. Hook style with backs there, but when I wear this style of an earring, I don't usually wear a back on it. So there are these. Where have we put those? Put them right there. These came out with them. Here's another pair of metal earrings. I think I actually have a pair very similar to these. They have like almost a beaded detailing all the way around, like with a metal bead. They're very thin. Also hoops at the bottom of the hoop. It does get a little bit larger right here than it does at the top. You can see it starts off a little bit more narrow and thickens slightly down here at the base. It has an older style backing on it. I think this is called a lever back. This I would consider to be more like what I was thinking of for vintage. This looks a little 70s or 60s, maybe a little bit earlier to me. But so far, I like it. I don't, just because that's what I consider to be vintage doesn't mean I dislike anything else. Certainly not. This center part, I don't know if I can catch it, looks to me to be a bit hammered. When I say center, I mean this part right here, this inner lip area. Looks to be a little bit hammered on a detail. I don't know if that's just age or if that was designed that way. But I like these. I like these a lot. Set those right there. These, first of all, these are cute. Little star earrings. They're just plastic, but they're fun. There's certainly a time and a place for everything. You know what would be fun to do with these would be to get some like glow-in-the-dark nail polish, which I do have some, and paint over them so they would glow in the dark. That'd be a lot of fun. And they do have little plastic posts. They're quite flimsy. They're like little kid earrings. But hey, I like that too. I'll have to keep an eye out for this. This is metal. It's very thin, of course. It's very lightweight, but this is definitely, to me, the epitome of like a 1980s earring. It's metal, maybe enamel. You can see how shiny it is. But that teal wave pattern, very thin, metal, and there's a post on the back. Just says 1980s to me. Oh, that's good memories. That's funny. These are interesting. I don't know that I would wear these. I don't know if you're familiar. There's a brand that is fairly popular right now, and I think they have been for a little while. Mackenzie Child. They are known for their black and white checkerboard more than anything else, and I don't think this would be considered checkerboard, but this is a black and white rhinestoned hoop. I don't know. I wouldn't call that a hoop. What would you call that? Cuff, maybe? earring with gold detailing on it, but this just reminds me of the Mackenzie Child look, I guess I should say. Not my style, but that's okay. And by the way, anything that I'm not going to wear or not planning on wearing, I will donate to a thrift store, so they will find a home somewhere, if not here. Next up, these are these. Again, not necessarily my style. They are very lightweight, which is nice for such large earrings. I guess these are like acrylic beads. The top one looks to be like a frosted clear. The middle one is more of a peach toned, I suppose. And then the bottom one is just clear, as you can see, and it's the largest. They are very lightweight, which is nice. And the spacer beads between them are kind of a periwinkle blue. See if you, there you go, you can probably see it better there. They're pretty. I might wear them because sometimes they look different when you're wearing them versus, ooh, dropped it, versus when they're just out, you know. I have many earrings that I have found that I like the look of them on, that I would have not necessarily guessed that would be the case just by looking at them. Next, we have a larger cuff earring. I don't know what to call these. They look like a large huggy. I know the huggy styles are in right now. So maybe a large huggy earring. Again, they look like they have kind of an enamel detailing here on the front and on the sides and the backing. They're like gold metal. This one does have the backing for the post on it. This one does not, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I can make that work. These are okay. I'll have to try them on and see how I like them on. Similar to the previous ones, I don't know if I would pick these out on my own and say, yes, please, I love those. But I might like them on. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm on the fence about those. This style in general with the swooping design is not personally my favorite, but I'll have to try it on and see. Next, we have another 80s earring. This one is in kind of a, what would you call that? Folded napkin look. That's what I would call that. It almost matches the towel a little bit darker. Anyway, this is another enamel one, and it has a butterfly. I think that's what it's called, butterfly back on it. My goodness, there we go. That style right there. We're pretty familiar with that style if you wear earrings. It's a classic. You can see some places where the enamel has started to wear off, but that's okay. That just means this earring has had a life full of love before coming here. There's the back of it. Let me see. I think you can see the pattern or the style of this earring. To me, it looks almost like a paper airplane, or perhaps, like I said, a folded napkin at a fancy restaurant. So there's that. We will find its mate, hopefully, at some... Ooh, this looks cute. Very 70s, very 80s. Again, not something I would necessarily wear. It's kind of a cream white. I'm going to call this a stiletto, but it dangles a little bit. I like that. I think I would definitely wear this. Not something I would certainly ever pick out on my own, but I think I would like it wearing it. We'll see if it has a gold toned back to it. It's very cool. Well, I was going to say something weird, but that's okay. Some thoughts I can keep to myself. But it looks very interesting. Very 70s, though. Very like, I need a blazer with some shoulder pads to wear that. All right. This is the one that I was... Oh, that. Come on. If there was ever an earring that said 1980s, it's the lima bean shaped earring with hot pink, maybe a fuchsia, blue, orange, green, blue, and yellow swoops on it. That is the epitome of 19 earrings, giant lima beans. And it has just a simple post on the bottom, which is bent, but that's okay. If I were worried about wearing it, I could certainly fix that. But I know for a fact that is not my style, unless we do a 1980s role play, in which case that one would be perfect. Oh, there's its mate right there. Ooh, that is a look, isn't it? The 80s was a fun time for fashion. I do miss the 80s, though. They were great. Well, here's another 80s earring. I would call this a guitar pick. Let's see, how can I get, there we go. It's nice. It's definitely a peach color, which was very popular and common in the 80s. Sorry, I've got a scratch right there. Sawyer was messing with me earlier, but up through the middle of the guitar pick, we have a river of a gold-toned metal. And it looks like this side over here has more of a sandy look to it, I think. There's more of a textured look to it, but it's not. It's all, as you can see, it's very smooth. But maybe it's a little bit of a deeper tone right here. It looks like it has some kind of a detailing on it versus the smooth side of this. Although, again, they're both very polished and very smooth, but it does look to have a little bit of movement to this side. Let's see what's next. Oh, there's the mate to that one. And these are simple post earrings. They're in good shape, though. They may not be my style, but they're in very good condition. Very wearable if that was something that you were into. So this one feels heavy. Wow. Sorry, I took first look on that. That one is fancy. Looks like it has black, probably glass stones with dangly, maybe what would you call that, garnet, maroon colored? Probably maroon colored. That is a statement earring if I ever did see one. Very dangly. It's not too heavy, I wouldn't say, but it's not something I'd want to wear for like a full day. But it's not missing any stones. It looks to be in very good shape. That's impressive. That is very pretty. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of the stones are missing. Very nice. It is a little bit heavy though, but not too heavy, I don't think, especially not for the size of that earring. Oh, I wonder. Well, that one just came off. Is it supposed to do that? Or did I just break it? Well, either way, it looks like it's connected with some jump rings, so if need be, I can easily get another jump ring for that. That's not a problem. And here's the matching one to that. And you can see the jump rings right there. Looks like that's what came apart in the other one. And that's an easy fix. And it looks like, from what I can see here, all the stones are in this as well. So nice. Not necessarily my style unless I'm wearing it for a video, in which case I certainly would. It would be cool. I like that. It's very different. Maybe the 70s? I don't know what era would you put that in. I wouldn't say the 80s or the 90s. Maybe the 70s. It's pretty though. I like it. I'm surprised at how much I like it. There's a jump ring. What do we have next? Okay, well these are already put together. That's nice. Let's see. These are some simple hoop earrings with blue beading. They have 1, 2 light blue, 1 dark blue, 1, 2 light blue, 1 dark blue, and 1, 2 light blue beads on a simple wire base hoop. These are very pretty, very delicate. I don't know. I'll probably wear these if the beads were another color other than blue. I don't know that I would, but they are. And I like, if I'm wearing, it's kind of odd, but if I'm wearing a beaded earring like this, I like the beads to be blue. I don't know why. This one is very 1980s. It has almost a tan or a peach base with some brown, I don't know, it wants to look like a stone detailing, but it's very lightweight. Obviously, it's like an air modeling clay earring, but that is a 1980s earring right there. Maybe late 70s if we're going to be generous, but to me that says the 80s. Oh, this one's cool. This one looks to me to be vintage, what I would consider vintage. It has 2 small hoops of a rhinestoned earring on a hoop in and of itself. It has that lever backing, which is in good condition. The earring hoop looks like it's 2 individual hoops, I guess, that are actually one, but it's made to look like 2 that kind of swoop into itself and interlock. That's interesting. Yeah, so that goes onto your ear like so, and then you have the larger cog, and then the smaller one right behind it. I think I might trade these around and do the smaller in front so you can actually see it. Here we go. There you go. Now you can see what I'm talking about. It's very pretty. And again, all the little rhinestones seem to be still in there. This looks to be an older earring, so I would not be surprised to have 1 or 2 of the stones missing, but it looks like they're all in there, which is quite nice. I hope the matching one to this is in there. That's very pretty. I like that. I don't know if I necessarily would have chosen that style, but I like it quite a bit. Oh, we found the mate to our 1980s wave earring. That one goes there. And these are both in very good shape. As you can see, they're not faded or stained. They have kind of a hammered metal look to them. They're very nice. Not my style, not my preference or choice, but for what they are, they're really nice. They're in very good shape. Oh, I dropped it. So far, I'm very pleased with these. Ooh, well, this is a multi-pack of delightfulness. This has some, they look like stars, but they're actually starfish. I don't know if you can see. They're a bit more 3D built up here in the middle, and this is definitely a nautical theme with the anchors and the starfish. Fun fact about me, I do enjoy going on cruises. I don't get to do it very often, but if I do go on another cruise at some point, these would be great to take. Or if we're doing like a 4th of July theme, or maybe, I don't know, some kind of, any kind of nautical theming, of course, would work for these. They have the same type of backing as these star ones. There's that plastic cheapo kid earring backing, but that's okay. I'm not going to say these are vintage. There's some barcode that's still on here. And now, of course, any earring can have a barcode on it, but these don't look vintage to me. But I do like them quite a bit, actually, so that's okay. Set those right there. And what's next? Vintage is kind of a loose term, so. Ooh. We'll take this one first. I don't know where the matching one to that is. That's very pretty. This will be really nice for the fall. It looks like 2 hammered discs of a copper-toned metal. Maybe a deep gold tone. Very shiny, as you can see, very lightweight. I like these a lot. Oh, maybe some kind of shell? I bet it is. Wow, look at that. That's the backside of it. Looks like some kind of shell. There's a little ribbing detail. How nice. That's a surprise. And the inside looks like it's polished. That's a, wow. I can't believe it mailed all this way and didn't get broken up. I like that a lot. That's very pretty. To me, definitely would be a fall earring. Here we have another beaded delight. Ooh, I dropped it. This is a lightweight, I think I would call it maybe a filigree earring, a silver metal tone. It looks like it might be missing. Yes, it is. It's missing, I'm going to assume, this larger bead right here. It might be in the bag. We'll have to see, but if it is missing, that'd be kind of a shame, but that's okay. It's such a busy earring, I don't think, unless you're actually sitting there looking at it, anyone would notice. In the middle of all of the hoops here, you have a smaller black bead, followed by 4 smaller black beads on the fringe of the lower earrings, and what's supposed to be 2 larger beads here and here, but this one right here is missing its larger bead. Again, it could be still in the bag, but if it's not, that's okay. This came out with it. I like this one. This reminds me of a pair of earrings I have. This looks almost Celtic-y, but it's not. But it's very pretty. Open weave hoop earring, silver toned. And it has, again, what I think I would consider to be maybe a latch. Well, oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. Oh, I don't like this style. It's very hard to close and open. Oh. Well, it helps if you actually know what you're doing. No, that's right. It's the kind you have to push down really hard. And that does not work well for an earring. So I guess what the previous owners were doing, instead of pushing down, they were just working the earring like that. Just pulling it open and closed. Okay, I guess I'll have to do that. There we go. So anyway, it is a a silver-toned metal. It looks like it might have some tarnishing, which is fine. I can clean that up. But it's really pretty. It has kind of a basket weave, maybe, pattern or design to it. Let's see if I can, that kind of gives you an idea. There we go, that works. Reminds me of a bit of a ring band. It's pretty. And this one came out. I wonder if this is the mate to the other one. This one looks more silver toned versus the copper tone. Well, that's interesting. Or the maybe gold, I don't know. But this one is also a shell on the back. Maybe mother of pearl. That's very 80s if that's the case. Yeah, it looks like it might be. There's kind of a blue iridescent look, like mother of pearl is known for. It's very pretty though, but I am hoping that there's one that matches that in there. Let's see what's next. Okay, we had a couple come out with that one. This is the match to our 2-hoop earring. Oh, and this one has the smaller hoop in the front already, so that's nice. And let's take a look at these hoops. It looks like they also have all their stones in them. What a pleasant surprise. Wonderful. So here's the set together. Very pretty. The little rhinestones are just big enough to catch the light, but not too big to be obnoxious, I guess. I'm not sure. This one is very interesting. It has almost a knot design. That was big in the 70s and 80s and 60s. But in the center is a rhinestone. It looks to be I don't know, I want to say a yellow rhinestone, but maybe it's just a very small, clear rhinestone. It's a gold toned, which when I was a child, I did not care for gold jewelry at all. But now that I'm older, I wear quite a bit gold toned. Just a fun fact about me. Next. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Okay, we'll get to that one in a minute. Here's another leverback earring set. I'm appreciative that they put these together. That was nice. And they're just kind of a, I want to say amber, but maybe not amber. A very light yellow toned acrylic large bead dangly earring. They're pretty. I might wear them. I'm not sure. Nothing really unique about these, I don't think. But why is this one? Okay, there it goes. They're nice though. They're in good condition. There's no chips. There's no defect to them. They're very wearable right now if that's what you wanted to wear. They're nice. Put those right here. Let's see, we have these. This one is interesting. We have a pair of Christmas earrings. Look like they are enamel, button style earrings, I guess. Dangly. We're just past the Christmas season, although I do still have Christmas up in my house because the arthritis in my back has flared up and it's been difficult to take it all down, but I'll get there. They're in good shape though, I will say that. Not necessarily my style, but there's no chipping, no, I was about to say there's no wear and tear, but you can definitely tell they're older. Ooh, but they are very nice for, just because they're not my style doesn't mean I can't appreciate them. They're in very good condition, and somebody will love them. That somebody's just not me, and that's okay. Okay. Here is the other earring to the filigree style right here. And it looks like this one's also maybe missing a large bead. Oh, it's not missing the bead at all. It's the bead is connecting these two. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Look at the other earring here again. I had it on backwards. There we go. So you can see that one large bead connects the two discs here at the bottom. I'll have to take a look at that. But this one is missing the small bead right here. How funny. Okay, so let's take a look here. So it looks like this, I see, this large bead on the bottom is connected by two smaller jump rings in the middle. So let's take a look. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. Okay, so this one's perfect. I just need to connect that bead to the other side over here. Okay, that's easy enough. I don't have a problem with that at all. This one says 1970 to me. It has a small enamel brown design. It's very pretty. I might wear this one, I'm not sure. It's very simple, but simple doesn't mean bad. It's just very simple, and it's design. Has a silver toned backing to it with this fastener. I don't know what to call this, a hook, I guess. This one is, again, to me, very 70s or 80s. It is a gold toned plastic part right here with a green enamel middle. It's very nice. It has a post backing on it with black plastic. I say enamel, this is probably just plastic. It's in very good condition. It's not my style, but it is in very good condition. And someone will love it. Oh, yay. All right, so here's another copper toned shell. It looks like on this one, oh, there we go, maybe. Okay. The gold the smaller shell was in the back. Oh no, it might be. Well, that's interesting. I might have to look at that and see if I can fix it. Because I don't know why you'd want the smaller shell in the back. It would never get seen. But good. I'm glad that those are there. And they're both in good, really good condition. Another 80s, possibly 70s, but this to me says 80s. A gold-toned swoop with a peach inlay. It's lightweight. It's in very good condition. There's no chips, no rust marks. It's in very good condition. Again, not necessarily my style, but that's okay. Here we have the other part to the rope, possibly detailing earring, right here. These are a really pretty pair of hoop earrings. I'm happy with those. I like those. And here we have another set of the stars to go with this set. This is more of a blue toned, possibly, maybe a gray. And this one is more of a yellow. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. But there you go. Maybe there. More yellow, more blue toned. Very simple. And again, putting the glow-in-the-dark nail polish on those would be kind of interesting. And here is a simple black bead on a post earring. It's just a plastic bead, but I'm sure it would have its purpose. I don't know what that would be beyond just having a black bead earring. But here's the mate to that one. And again, they are in very good shape, though. I will definitely give credit where credit is due. There is no staining, no disfigurement on these earrings. They are in perfect shape. So far, they've all been really in very good shape. Here's the mate to our 1980s earrings here. As you can probably get a better paint splatter. Maybe that's the word I was thinking of earlier. Paint splatter look to it. That was very popular back then. I don't know if the color is showing up correctly on camera, but they're kind of a peach tone, as was also very popular. So, there we go. So far, I think this one is the only one, oh, this one too, that's missing their mate. The rest of them have been matched up. So, speaking of, we found this one. This one goes now with this one. They're both in very good shape. Let's see if I can't get this. Nope, I cannot get this. There we go. So here we have the classic, I think, 70s, 80s look. That was very popular. But again, just because they're not my style does not mean they're bad, but they are both in excellent shape, very good condition. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. It's not something I would wear, but that's okay. And I do appreciate how the seller is pairing the ones that they can together like this. That way they're easier to find. So next we have little red beads that look like they have some kind of pattern to them. They're very nice, very good condition. Perfect condition, really. And they have little lever back ears on them. Alright, this is the mate to this one, right? The open knot design. You can kind of see the little rhinestones on them. I think these would be more my style if they didn't have the rhinestones, but that's okay. They're still very pretty. Alright, well, and here's the mate to our napkin or airplane. Oh boy. There we go. There's, like I said, a little bit of wear and tear on this one, but overall these are in very good condition. Very nice. Oh, and here's the lighter toned mother of pearl, maybe abalone shells. That was also, this color in particular was very popular in the 80s. A lot of women and people in general wore those. Oh, my stiletto earring. There's the mate to that one. Also in excellent condition, it looks like, so that's exciting. And there we go, 1 and 2. And there's a couple of more in here. Oh, we have the mate to that one. Let's see, where is it? There you are. Alrighty. So there's a matching set to those. Very nice. Very 70s, very 80s. To me, I don't know if I would consider that vintage, but, you know, that's just because I refuse to accept how old I am as being old enough to have stuff in my generation be considered vintage. I guess I'm vintage now. Wow. That is, yep. Okay. That is, to me, very 80s as well. Maybe even 90s, maybe early 90s. They're kind of a wave pattern, maybe a crumpled up look almost, with polka dots, black and white polka dots. Oh, dropped it. But they're in very good condition. Very nice shape. Let's see if we can't get you that silhouette. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see how it looks like almost like crumpled up paper. But they're, again, in very nice condition. And actually, this could work today with the right outfit. That would be very nice. I might keep these. They're in perfect condition, though. That's nice. And there's one more in here, and that is the mate to our 70s enamel earring. So there's this pair. I might keep these two. I'm not sure yet. I like them. They're in, again, excellent condition. I have no complaints about that. So let's take a look here. Did we get 30? That was what we ordered. We ordered 30 pairs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I think I counted these. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I think I counted that correctly. So thank you so much for being here with me tonight. This may have been a difficult day for me, but spending time with you has made me feel actually a lot better. So thank you for that. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and realizing that I might be a little bit older than I'm willing to accept. Because to me, you know, again, vintage is like 60s and 70s, but I did enjoy the trip down memory lane for the 80s as well. That was fine. I was very pleased with the condition of all the earrings, especially the more delicate ones, like these. They're very pretty. I like that a lot. But thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. You could be anywhere, and you chose to be here, and that's amazing. So thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. Good night.